Oh, well, careful now. Don't bust a vocal cord.
Well, you're getting tweets or text messages while we're recording our intro, so I figured it was only appropriate.
Hey there, Greg. What are we talking about today?
Hi, April. Welcome back to Gearing Up, everyone. I am
Greg.
And I am joined by my lovely main only host, April.
That's not true.
You're the host.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
but you've
the
had
sideshow.
guests.
I've had guests.
Well, you know, what can I say?
Everyone loves you. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. Sorry this episode is kind of a day late.
It's my fault again.
I'm
not a very good co-host.
No, it was a busy weekend, and the day kind of got away from us.
That is not true. Our weekend was actually...
Can you move your cord? Yeah, it's hitting again.
Excuse me.
I can just hear it jangling.
Yeah, I was just trying to talk.
Okay. No, that's fine. I was just. Anyways.
When our weekends aren't that busy is when they feel like so tiring.
No. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say the weekend was busy, but the day kind of got away from us. We lounged around the house as much as Foster would allow, and so
so that made us tired.
Yeah, absolutely. And so April went to bed at like 6:00, and
no.
You went to bed like 20 minutes after. Oh yeah, that's true. I did come back in and you were still awake.
I went to bed about 10 minutes after Foster. I fell asleep about 8:30.
Okay. Well, welcome back, guys. Hope you didn't miss us too much. Sorry I didn't get a bonus episode in last week. I will be recording one sometime this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I've got some stuff I want to go over, so
okay.
I'll be doing it. If April wants to jump on, she can, but I kind of like doing
that's not the point of those.
I know. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, the door's never shut. You're always welcome. So, what do you want to talk about this week?
No.
Couple things before we dive really deep into whatever the heck we're going to talk about today. I did want to mention that I uploaded some new things to the website today. It is very much a work in progress still, so please bear with. But if you go to gtdone.com, shout out gtdone.com.
Let me just go.
In the top right-hand corner, when you get to the site, you will see... Sorry, my computer's loading. You'll see some navigation in the top right, and there's an option that says merch.
Can you really not? Do you have to shorten it?
Merchant? I mean, it says merch. Would you rather me say merchandise?
I mean, I feel like everyone says merch.
Yeah.
Merch.
Yeah. Well, anyways, if you click on merch, I'm still very much building it.
Yeah, you are.
It looks... Well, anyway, sorry about that. Y'all might have just heard a blip, but we had another audio issue. I think I figured out what it is. I think I'm pushing this computer a little too far. But anyways, if you go to gtdone.com and you click on merch, it's going to take you to another link. It's Spreadshirt is the name of the company. So it's basically you can upload your artwork and they will print as ordered. So instead of me taking, a huge order and hoping people buy it and spending all my money, I just get a small chunk. So I make a couple bucks and you guys get some sweet pineapple logo merch. So I have, I think, 3 different variations right now, where I've got the basic silhouette, the OG logo, and then the logo with the circle behind it. What's up?
So I don't know if I'm allowed to ask
what
this.
What are you allowed to ask?
Well, I saw it was a pineapple.
Uh-huh.
What about the other one that you showed me?
Yeah, no, so this is just the GT Done logo.
Oh.
The podcast stuff is still... So that was something I mentioned on my story today, if you saw it. I do want to make some gearing up stuff. I'm still working on the logo and the artwork. Actually, I'm not working on it. I have somebody that's finishing it up because my skills in Photoshop and Illustrator are non-existent. I mean, I can get by, but
yeah,
it's not my thing. So, somebody is finishing it up for me, and once it's done, then I'll do some podcast artwork stuff as well.
So you have a GT Done logo and a podcast logo.
Well, it's the Gearing Up logo, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same, but different.
Okay.
It'll be different.
I understand.
I really like the artwork, and I really like the logo, and I hope you guys do too. The 4 or 5 people that I've shared it with have said it's really, really cool.
Hey.
What's up?
What are we talking about today?
Well, I was talking about merch first. I was getting in my merch plug. YouTube.com. I'm just kidding. We don't have a YouTube channel. But,
No.
yeah, I mean, if you got, again, we do this for fun, but I don't know. I think it would be super cool to see someone in a hoodie or a hat with the pineapple logo on it, or with the new Gearing Up artwork or Gearing Up logo once it's done. Mm-hmm. That would be really cool to me. But by no means do you have to. I'm not going to say, oh my God, go do it or we'll stop doing the podcast. No, it didn't cost me anything to do it, and why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, it was totally free. And if one person goes out and buys something, cool. If nobody does, then I know that nobody wants it. So we just move on.
You could buy something and represent yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Really?
No.
Oh, I'll buy something.
Oh, that's sweet. I guess I could have...
that would be like you buying something.
I could have Emily make me a shirt or something.
Emily,
Sweet
why?
Little Sayings.
Well, no.
She made my decals.
I know who Emily is, but...
Well, I'm just saying, she makes shirts.
Why would you do that and not buy your own
Because
shirt?
I could support her.
Excuse me. Okay.
She's the one that printed out all my logos.
She makes the cutest cookies.
Yeah, she makes cute cookies and signs and stuff. Anyway, shout out Sweet Little Sayings on Instagram. If you scroll through my feed and you see a really cool cookie, it's probably from her. She's the one that made the GT Dunn cookies. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's good at it.
So shout out for merch. If you guys want, it's there. If you have any ideas or you'd like to see something, please let me know. But again, the site that I'm using, it didn't cost me anything. I just uploaded artwork and kind of picked out what colors and styles were available, and so no risk on my end. But if you guys like the idea, let me know and I can dig a little deeper. I just wanted to try it out. I thought it would be neat. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, let's jump into today's topic.
We are short on time.
We're short on time. How much time do we have?
28 minutes.
Oh, well, that's more than enough time. I don't plan on going super
until my
deep
concoction
today.
Is ready.
Yeah, April had to improvise a little bit with dinner, so I'm excited to see how that turns out.
It'll be fine.
It usually is. I mean, I don't mean that ugly. I just mean like, it's just you've had to do that in our 12 some years together, and anyways, so today I wanted to talk about, if you've been listening along, you know that we are homeowners now. Mm-hmm. Shout out. Huge debt and mortgage and all that.
No, security.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to your eardrums.
And groundness. Is that what it's called?
I mean, we're grounded.
Yeah, and
we've definitely settled in peace of mind, equity. Nicer neighborhood.
Just don't let those taxes go up.
Oof, God no. Lord Jesus, bless us.
Anyway, what about it? Mm-hmm.
So, if you've been listening along, you know that we're homeowners now. We've been here since when? Beginning of June.
May 30th.
So, what is that? 2 months? Two solid months. Mm-hmm. And I think it's opened up a lot of new things for us.
Okay.
So I want to talk about. What are some of the things? I'm just gonna kind of interview you because I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
What are some things that have surprised you about owning a home? Like after all the, you hear. Well, what am I trying to say? From the moment we looked at each other and said, yes, let's move forward. Like from then to now, what has surprised you the most about being in this homeowner process?
Oh my gosh, the most?
What surprised you? Yeah.
Well, okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, did I put you
Greg,
on the spot?
you know I don't do interviews.
I just want to know your
I don't know
thoughts, your feelings.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
It couldn't surprise me that much because it was a new house. There's not we had to, this broke a week after we moved in, or
No, I don't. Okay, well, maybe I'm asking the wrong question.
Oh, okay.
What stuck out to you the most since we, started this process? Was it harder than you thought it was going to be, or easier to get into a house?
I would say it was hard. I don't know. Maybe
See,
easier.
So I'll just say, I think that, when you hear people talking about going through the process of buying a house, like it's like, oh god, they want, blood samples and you've got to
Well,
sign
they
over your
do.
firstborn. But I feel like we were organized enough that all our paperwork was readily available, and
Well, I had the paperwork and you had the technology mind to upload it.
yeah.
So it went pretty smoothly.
Well, you didn't have all the paperwork necessarily. I actually downloaded all
Well,
our statements from the bank, and I downloaded all of our documents from H&R Block. As a matter of fact, I probably could have done all this
okay,
without
fine. You bought the house. Great.
Okay. Now, I would say that it was easier. And to give you an idea, go ahead.
Well, answer the question you asked me. What surprised you the most?
How quick it was to feel like home.
Oh,
And how,
that's a great one.
and how
How we never missed our rent house.
no, and, well, yeah, and on top of that, so, I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast, but we were looking at a house, and then it turns out the guy that lived next door was, on the registered sex offender list, because April's a hyper Facebook stalker.
Don't make me feel guilty.
No, don't feel guilty at all. I'm super glad that you
try
found
to be
that.
cautious.
And, at first it was that seemed like the house that we wanted, but once that red flag popped up, then it was like, okay, well, this is wrong with it, and that's wrong with it, and this is... And so,
Yeah.
now looking back, anytime we drive by that house, I'm like, man, I'm so glad. And I probably annoy you now, but every time we drive by it, I'm like...
No, it's reassurance.
I say, man, every time we drive by it, I'm so glad that we didn't end up there. There's just so many things about this house and this lot and this street
Yeah.
that just worked out so much better, I think.
I would agree with that.
So, yeah, there was just so much that just right away it felt like home.
It did. Well, it felt like home before we moved into it.
Yeah, well, I think
To
that was
me.
part of because, this is where we're from, so,
Yeah, but this
yeah.
house
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, it felt like home very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most worried about over the next 15 to 30 years
The air
regarding
conditioner
the house?
breaking.
Okay, for those that don't know, we live in South Texas, so the AC breaking is really...
Yeah, but it's really expensive.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive. Fortunately, it has a warranty, and this is a new build, so
Yeah.
we're the first ones to live here, and
Oh, do you think about that?
yeah, a little bit.
What if we move out and someone else will live here?
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
It's gonna be a minute before we move out. Don't get crazy.
Oh, I know. I don't want to.
No, me
For
either.
a while.
But the thing is what I've noticed is you and I used to go back and forth with the AC all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we haven't touched the thermostat in 2 months.
Because the one time I touched it, and then it couldn't catch up because we live in South Texas and it's the dead of summer, and it freaked me out, so I haven't touched it again.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
So
I'm going to run around behind you next time you mess with it. And just
Please don't.
No. Yeah, the AC, there's definitely the cost of ownership when it comes to a house, but, you go along with it.
Well,
you figure it
yeah.
out as you go.
You just have to because we can't not have
You
an
own
AC.
it. Yeah, it's not like we can call the maintenance guy.
I know. Do you think you'll miss that? I
No.
feel like there's a, like they say, what is it? Oh, the pride of being a homeowner.
I've never heard the pride of being.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Never mind then.
Listen, I do. There is a sense of obligation.
Like you want to baby it and make
I feel
it
like I have
clean
worked.
and-
I feel like I've worked harder in the last 2 months just on this house than I've worked in years.
Because we know we're going to stay here.
Yeah.
And
We're really making it our own. Heck, we're in the
Yeah.
office right now and we mounted a TV. We put up a shelf. I got my guitars
Well,
in
this
here.
is definitely the most work in progress room.
Yeah, this is a solid C minus right now. We really have a lot of work to do with it, but it's functional for now, and it doesn't look so terrible that we
Right.
have to close the door. It looks
Sure.
fine.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have a room that looks like that in my house. I can't
This
live
is
like
your
that.
house.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you mean
saying
the one that you'd have to
that is-
close?
yeah.
the door. Oh no.
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 I don't want that.
And I feel like we did good, getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and
Yeah, we did.
we moved into this house, and we still have storage and areas that are kind of empty, and
It's pretty full. I thought we would have less to move. I
Yeah.
thought we'd have more open space because we
Yeah.
got rid of so much stuff.
yeah. No,
but
we're pack rats.
we
We're not terrible though. I mean,
no,
like,
no, no,
there are
we're
worse
definitely
people.
not
Yeah.
pack rats.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question?
I don't know.
Oh, you just winging it?
Kind of.
Oh,
I mean, I
boy.
wanted to talk
Like
about
a good eyeliner.
like a good eyeliner. What?
Winging it.
Is that a phrase?
No.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, it might be a phrase. I don't know.
Wow. Well, no, take credit for that. Own it. No, so I don't know. I wanted to talk about the process and just kind of your thoughts and so okay. So what we've talked about, what surprised us and what you're most worried about. What has been the nicest thing about the move?
The commute to work.
Okay, I think that's true.
And I
for
just like the
both of us.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, the old neighborhood never really felt like home.
Oh, to me it did. Every house feels like home to me.
Oh, well,
Every
that's
apartment,
weird.
every house, it feels like
that's
mine
weird.
while
Yeah.
I'm there. Which is weird because I wouldn't feel like I would feel that way.
No, I wouldn't feel like you'd feel that way.
I
Ever.
get connected to
Yeah.
every house, and we realize that Foster does as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we went to go, so last week we went to go turn in the keys, and he was asking like where all his stuff was, and it was like,
That's so sad.
I was like, but bud, it's at the new house. Like,
He said, I want to go to old house. He's only 2,
I
and
know.
he'll never remember it.
I know, but it was sad in the
It
moment.
was so sad.
Yeah, but he's doing good.
That's
I mean,
how I act when I
like,
leave.
I feel like I was talking to your dad when you and your mom were sitting outside last night.
Uh-huh.
Or last night. Was that?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. And I was like, I don't know what it is, but it feels like we just play outside so much more. We play
Yeah.
outside more. We do more as a family. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
nothing, we could have done all the same stuff at the old house, but it just,
Well,
I just feel
yeah,
like
but
we
there's
want to.
also not as much where we live now. Like,
yeah,
we can't just run
we
to
definitely
town
went,
center.
we
or,
definitely went smaller town.
yeah.
I mean, seriously, we went from like 45,000 to like 4,500.
No, Rosenberg. Am I allowed to
The
say
Berg?
that? Can
Yeah.
I say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, they have more than 45,000.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Anyways.
But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely went down. Oops. Sorry, I turned on the metronome.
Jeez.
Listen, this is work in
Oh,
progress.
maybe not. It says they have well,
What does it say?
that was in 2017. It says 37,661.
Okay, but that's 2 years. It's not like
Yeah.
the population doubled in 2 years.
Well, okay. Anyway.
I think I'm closer than you were.
So, but like going back to your first question of what surprised me
Mm-hmm.
is how well Foster adjusted.
Yeah, he seemed to do really. I think he was
He
excited
never-
about what he was gonna get. I mean, being like he got a new room and
Yeah, but he never skipped a beat on like sleeping.
yeah, which
the
is good.
first night he stayed at my parents' house because we weren't done with his room.
Yeah,
But the second night he slept like normal
Yep.
in his new room.
yeah. I think
But it's because we came here so often before.
yeah, he was very comfortable with this area. He knew where
Yeah.
his room was and all that stuff. What?
Oh, Siri, stop
Siri's
interrupting
popping up.
us.
Anyways, so you say commute. I kind of have to agree.
It's wonderful.
My-
Even though my
My commute is
my job went further.
yeah. No, we moved to the same town she works in, and then she transferred to an office in the town over. So it's like, anyways, I would say
I still drive a lot less far.
yeah. You used to drive like almost an hour.
Well, when I would take you, it was
We
an
used to
hour.
carpool. Yeah, I forgot about. Oh
know.
God, those
you
were the
didn't
days.
forget about that.
I really like my commute too. I've been enjoying
Do you ever miss riding
the
with me?
backcountry. No,
I knew you'd say that.
and that's not. No, some people may
No,
like.
no, we don't need to
"Oh,
talk. Yeah,
It's
mhm.
rude, but
That is
no.
rude.
Listen, I like my commute. I like the ride. I like
Yeah,
the
I
peace
don't
and
mind
quiet.
mine either. It's like the perfect length because it gives me enough time to talk to my mom,
Mm-hmm.
but not like have like too much of a drive.
Yeah. Well,
I call her every day on the way home.
I literally hit 3 stop signs between our driveway and the driveway for work.
You would hit more if you counted the end of the street where there is no
No,
stop
I'm
sign.
saying I hit the end of the street. Oh, well,
there's
there
no
is no
stop
stop
sign.
sign here, so
I
I don't hit
know.
that stop. There's no stop sign.
I know.
But I hit the one that intersects the main road, and then the one coming out of the entrance. That's 2, and then I go straight down that until I hit the road that the office is on.
Yeah.
I literally hit 3 stop signs
Mm-hmm.
from driveway to driveway.
I sure hope you drive responsibly.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Greg.
Listen, it's a quarter mile
Greg.
or a half mile
Greg.
straight, no traffic, no
Gregory.
cars, no people.
Gregory.
Sometimes it's fun.
No.
Okay. Anyways, let's move on. What do you dislike most about the house?
The front door.
Yeah. That's
Well,
it's a weird answer, but I kind of get it. I mean, listen,
either
so
the
here's the
front
thing.
door
Here's the
or
thing.
the fact that the patio's not covered.
So we didn't get to pick a whole lot in this house. We didn't really get to pick anything. We went
The only thing we picked was the screw up. Well, we picked after the screw up.
Yeah, we made them unscrew the...
We made them screw up again to fix the screw up to make it what we want.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short, we got the backsplash we wanted. But we didn't pick anything. That they had kind of already started construction when we decided to move forward. And fortunately, we liked everything that they picked.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
I liked the first house, I thought better. But now I very much agree with you that this looks better.
Yeah.
'Cause,
see, sometimes I'm right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm glad it turned out in the end.
Yeah, it worked out.
But we were okay with everything that was in the house. It's not like, oh, God.
Yeah, there wasn't anything that was like, I'm going to rip that out as soon as we get in there. I mean, we liked it. So we didn't really get to pick anything. And the front door, like, and I'm guessing this is just a Texas thing.
Probably.
I feel like it's a Texas thing, but like everything has a star on it.
Like the, Texas door.
Yeah. And so our front door it's a nice solid wood door with a big glass pane in it. Mm-hmm. And it's got a star with a circle around it in the middle.
I don't like the star.
It's just kind of like...
I'm sorry if that offends somebody.
It's not going to offend anybody.
It's just not my cup of tea.
whatever. But it's just, we didn't get a choice. And so...
But we could change that easily.
We could change it easily, but I don't think we will anytime soon.
Not soon, no.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It's just not what I would pick. What is yours?
Least favorite thing. Probably the patio on the back.
Because there's no
I wish
cover.
it were covered.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got like a concrete slab out there, but we don't have any coverage. And so that kind of stinks. But fortunately, the way the house is facing and the way the sun sets and all that, we have pretty good evening shade. So it's not a huge problem.
Yeah.
But
But it would be nice if that covered that whole area and it was covered.
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Well, then we could go out when it's raining or, whatever.
I would like that.
So, yeah, I would probably say that, but...
I would care about that more, before Foster, when I had, more time to sit outside.
Yeah.
Now it's well, whatever. I go out there in the evenings if I can, and that's, yeah.
Well, okay. But, all in all, we're pretty happy with it, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I'm happier with it than I thought I would be.
I agree. I would agree with that 100%.
Is he making noise? Maybe that's outside.
Is there kids outside?
There's some kids that play on the street, which is sweet. I like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more of a neighborhoodly feel. Neighborhood feel. Yeah, it's
like small town, has more of the growing up in the 90s feel than a...
Yeah, there's,
you know what I mean?
So across the
kids
street...
ride their bikes and their scooters. I feel like people are just glued to their TVs.
Have you noticed, so across the street, right next to our neighbors across the street, there's an empty lot. And then keep going, there's more empty lots back that way on that next street.
Right
and
here?
That's where the kids all play.
Yeah.
And I see them out there all the time. There's 8 or 10 of them out there playing a game of baseball or something. I'm like, that sounds so fun.
I know.
Sandlot in it. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all don't even get Sandlot because y'all never seen that. Go watch Sandlot.
Hey.
Have you ever seen Sandlot?
Yes, I don't like movies.
Shame.
I want to ask you a question, but I gotta think of one. Like the paint color, for instance. I like it a whole lot better than I thought I would.
Yeah, and I have no opinion because it's paint. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're so glad that it exists, 10 being you want to grab them and throw them in the trash, how much do you dislike all of the smart home stuff that I've brought into the house?
That would be like a 7.5.
Ooh, okay, lower than I thought. I thought you were gonna go 8.5, 9. So for those that don't know,
I mean, whenever I can tell Alexa to turn off my lamp at night, I do appreciate that.
because nobody
But
has to
like
get up.
whenever we tell Google to turn off the lamp in the living room, and she's like, "Okay, 5 lights turning off," and
Yeah,
there's
I
only
haven't-
one that I asked her to turn off, I
Okay.
want to slap her.
Okay, hold on. So
There's too much.
For those
We're
that don't
taking it a
know,
little too far.
before I worked in advertising and marketing, I used to work at Best Buy. I worked at Best Buy for the better part of a decade, and I'm still very much techie, and that's part of why
But
I like
you never
everyday
go there
carry.
anymore.
Well, because I have to have money.
Buy
I
that
don't get a
merch. No, I'm just
discount.
kidding.
I don't get a discount anymore.
That's true. You did really like enjoy your discount.
Yeah, and so whenever I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a home," like, "Oh God, I want a smart home everything." I would have cameras and automatic everything. Our garage door has Wi-Fi. Like, yes. So I love that kind of stuff.
Did we have Alexa turning off our lamps at the old house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I
Yes,
can't even remember.
very briefly.
Oh, whenever we're 80, we're going to look back and we're like, Greg, remember the house that we lived in?
Oh my God.
Do you remember it?
I already want to smother old April with a pillow.
Be like, Greg, you know, we were going to put a freaking blind on that back door and we never, ever.
We lived
did.
there for 2 years.
2 years.
Anyways, so
Anyway.
the smart home stuff. So, quick
Sorry,
overview.
got off
We have a
topic.
Google Home in the kitchen dining area and an Alexa in the bedroom.
We have 9 minutes.
And oh, that's plenty of time. And I have smart outlets hooked up to our lamps in the bedroom, the
I don't
lamp in
like-
the living room, smart bulbs in the
I don't like the
living
smart
room.
bulbs.
Yeah, they're kind of a pain.
I don't like that they change colors. I'm not a fan.
Foster loves it. Whenever I turn them on and change the colors, he goes into a fit of this color, make them
Make it
red.
purple.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on with what you're saying.
Well, okay. Look, if I took out the
I would
lights
like
in
a
the-
Nest, and I would go for a Ring doorbell, but
Those are the next two. I'm waiting on the credit from the electric
what
company
do we
for the
really
Nest.
need a Nest for? I mean, like, we don't ever change the thermostat.
No, so the Nest not only
No.
well, you can say Alexa, turn the what's the thermostat set on, and she'll tell you.
73, always. We don't need to ask her.
But the Nest is also a learning thermostat, so it knows when you're here, it knows when you're gone,
How
and
does it know when we're here and gone?
well, just it's connected to all your accounts and stuff,
What you mean accounts?
like your
Is
Google.
it watching me?
Oh my God, yes! Everything in this house is watching you. Your wine glass probably has a camera in it and it's watching you.
Don't tell them.
Oh my God, it's a joke. Anyways, it becomes
Crab
more
rot.
efficient. Like the more, yeah, we have a camera in Foster's room to watch him. It's like his monitor. And every time when I take him in there after his bath, and we're laying him down to like put his nighttime diaper on. What's the camera for? Like he figured
Why
out
is
that it's a
that
camera.
camera in there? No, I told him it was. Cause
Well, he asked about it in April. Yeah.
one day after nap time. What's that? It's a camera. Why?
Yeah.
So we can watch and make sure you're okay. What's
Why?
that camera up there for?
Yes, so we can watch you. Why? I think once we get everything like settled and we figure out our smart home situation, I feel like it's going to be really neat. But we have
I could take it or leave it.
I know we have to figure. I think we need to get rid of Google and just stick with
You've been
Alexa.
saying that, but I don't mind her. I don't really.
You don't mind Google or Alexa?
They're the same.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I feel like Alexa's smarter.
Well, I feel like Alexa ignores me a lot.
Alexa ignores you. She does
Hey.
not like you.
You got 6.5 minutes.
April, stop counting me down. We're almost done.
Okay. Well, I know
Yeah.
you get long-winded at the end.
Okay. I'm gonna go 6 minutes of long-windedness. Anyways, I don't really know what the point of all this was. I just kind of wanted to talk about like the last couple months because we haven't really had a
liked
chance
it.
to sit back and kind of reflect on moving into the house and all of this craziness.
I love it.
I do too.
I love it.
Yeah, I think there's people that own homes and are loving it and have done it for years. There's people that only want to rent and don't ever want to own. And
Yeah.
I mean, to each his own. But man, I do love having a place that I think it's
I mean-
it's a combination of the thought of owning a home, where it is, how big it is. I mean, it's not that it's huge,
that we could knock a door down if we want.
Yeah, we can knock a wall down if we want.
I know.
We can knock the whole thing down if we want.
Knock this wall down and make this a dining room.
No.
It's kind of far from the
This is my office, and no. Anyways, I hope this was even slightly entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure.
If it wasn't...
Okay, yeah, talking to your mic.
Mike.
You said, I hope this was just slightly. Anyway, what I want you to do is go to anywhere that you listen, and if you can't hear it, then instant message, DM, slide into the DMs to get it where you want it.
Wow. Slide into the DMs to get it where you want it. My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, do your spiel. How does it go?
What do you mean?
That's what you say. You're like, if there's anywhere that you want to listen and you can't hear it.
That's it for today.
Oh.
I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate the continued support. I've gotten some really nice messages lately and lots of words of encouragement. So people are listening, and I appreciate that. Again, we started this just to have fun. And
how many people listen? Can you see?
Yes.
Oh.
I haven't looked. I haven't pulled metrics in a long time.
Okay.
But anyways, thank you guys again so much for the continued support. Remember, go to gtdunn.com and click on merch to check out some of our merch. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. If you can't find us, please shoot me a DM, slide into them DMs so you can get it how you want it. Yeah, but shoot us a message and let me know, and I'll get it wherever.
We don't make it till you order it.
Okay.
What's that, Burger King? No.
I don't know.
That's Whataburger. No.
Have it your way is Burger King.
Yeah, we don't make it till you... That's Whataburger.
No, I don't think that...
Yes,
it
is.
Jack in the Box. We don't make it to you.
No, that's not Jack in the Box.
Anyways, thank you guys for the support. Be sure to subscribe. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. Those ratings and reviews really help us in the search results. So please take a second out and do that. Share it with your friends. Share it on your story. And you know, leave us a comment or a message or whatever if you ever feel like giving us a topic or something.
That's the music. You just whipped that up out of nowhere.
I mean, kinda. It's kind of my job.
Yeah, just in time. We got 3 minutes.
All right. Well, again, thank y'all so much. I know I've said it a million times this episode, but I appreciate the support. It's been really cool to continue to get feedback and
all right,
all that.
That's a wrap. Can we say cut? Cut.
Subscribe. Review. Rate.
And
share it with your friends.
Leave an apple emoji.
Oh, okay. No more pizza.
If you got here, leave an apple.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.